Welcome to Embrace Relief. I am Chelsea Winterholler, and I am so excited to be your coach today. This is episode 136, Creating Your Desired Outcomes. I have news for you. It all starts with feelings. Hello. Welcome to the podcast today. You guys, I want to invite you, if you are here and listening to my voice right now, I would love it if you would share this podcast with a friend. I know that we all learn and grow together, and I'm so excited to have a lot of new listeners lately, and I would love to continue spreading this message of relief and that we don't have to live our lives covered in stress and overwhelm, and that we can turn around and teach our kids how to live in a space of relief and peace as well. I also want to invite you, if you haven't done so yet, go to my website, winterhollercoaching.com, scroll to the bottom and sign up to be on my Freedom Friday emails. Every single Friday, I send an email that helps you and your kids learn how to handle your emotions. And we all need that, don't we? They're just short little notes, and I find them helpful in my life, and I know you will too. Now, let's dig into today. We all have desires in our lives. We have desired outcomes for our own personal life. We have desired outcomes for our children's futures. Heck, I even have some desired outcomes for this weekend ahead. Now, what we don't realize is that we actually have a desired feeling that we want to experience. Okay, I know that in your brain, you have this perfect weekend planned ahead of you, and you have it scheduled from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and you want everything to go perfect. But I want to suggest to you that actually what you are seeking is not a specific outcome, but more you are seeking a feeling. We don't want to fight with our kids this weekend. Have you ever done that? You've just woke up and made a goal. Okay, I am not going to fight with my kids today, because we desire to feel peace rather than frustration. Okay, maybe you got invited to a party this weekend and you don't want to go to the party. The outcome that you want is to stay at home instead. And you don't want to go to the party that you're invited to because you want to feel something that you don't think you're going to be able to access at that party. You might want to feel rejuvenated from your interactions with others rather than depleted. Okay, perhaps you don't want to dig into the worries that you have around your kid's future because you would prefer to feel carefree rather than stressed. That is normal, right? These are normal things that humans do. We seek feelings. It's a natural human instinct to want to feel something. And I'm so glad that we have it. Feelings help to drive us. They help us to search for new goals. Feelings help us to look for a higher power and to others for help. Feelings help us to care for and connect with our family and our friends. Feelings literally help us create every single thing that we are currently creating or that we will create in the future. Every single thing that you do is driven by your feelings. So if you believe that currently, right now, you have a great relationship with your teenage daughter, guess what? Your feelings have created that. If you believe right now that you are failing in your business, your feelings are creating that. If you believe that everything in your life just keeps going wrong, yep, your feelings are creating that. Now, those are thoughts, and we will get into that in a moment. But what I want you to see here is that every outcome that you think you are seeking for in your life is actually just an emotion that you are chasing to feel. Now, I am not a runner, so I don't fully get this, but one of my very best friends is. And if you think of the high that you get when you go for a run, you desire to have natural endorphins running through your body, right? You know that the outcome is something that you want, so you go for the run. You want these natural endorphins running through your body because you want to feel something. You want to feel accomplished. You want to feel happy. You want to feel content. You want to feel strong. So, I want you to do something for yourself right now. And of course, doing anything for you helps you do it and teach your kids how to do it too. So let's talk about desired feelings that you have in your life. I'm going to use this example of a vacation coming up for your family, okay? So a lot of us, when we're headed on vacation, we have a desired outcome. It might be, I just want a fightless vacation with my family, right? You just don't want anyone to fight. You want everyone to be happy and excited the entire time. Now, that is your desired outcome, okay? A fightless vacation with your family. But I want you to ask yourself, what feeling do I desire? When I say this very surface thought, I want a fightless vacation with my family. It's great and it's bubbly and it's beautiful, but it's also fruitless. It's probably not going to happen. It's just not realistic. But there is something that is realistic. I want to know what feeling you are chasing when you say, I want a fightless vacation with my family. What feeling do you desire? What is your desired feeling? Now, how do we find this? It does not have to be hard, I promise. But we are going to go back to the pause. I want you to pause and ask yourself, what feeling do I desire? Now, when I pause, I love to put my hand on my chest. Sometimes it's funny if you're with people, but it's okay. They'll get used to it. Pause, put your hand on your chest, and breathe. I was reminded this week that the perfect breath is 5.5 seconds in and 5.5 seconds out. You are not over breathing and you are not under breathing. So if you are able to access this breath, I would love you to do it now. Put your hand on your chest. Breathe in for 5.5 seconds. And out. Again. And out. What feeling do I desire? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it connection? Your brain might have offered you some other feelings, like anger or frustration or withdrawal. But that's okay, because right now we are tapping into our heart. We're taking that breath and asking ourselves, what feeling do I desire to feel on my vacation? Now, I'm going to choose the feeling of connection. This is often a feeling that I desire that sometimes feels out of reach to me. And so my brain is like, okay, connection. How can I create connection? Well, I'll play games and I'll go swimming and I'll ignore the dumb comments that people say. I'll do a whole bunch of things in order to create connection. But instead, what if you could be just one thing? What if you could feel connected by really, truly being connected in your core? You can. There is great, great news here, my friend. If you want to feel connected, you can feel connected, even when there's fights and even when there's opinions and even when there are unique people surrounding you. Because we create feelings with our thoughts. So if we go into a vacation thinking, this will be the perfect vacation, that makes me feel a lot of pressure. Anytime that word perfect is thrown in, there is a lot of pressure. If we go into this vacation thinking, no one is going to fight, that also makes me feel pressure because it's just not true. It's totally not realistic that no one is going to have thoughts about one another that makes them want to fight. Right? And pressure is not my desired feeling. Neither is anger, neither is frustration, but our brain is going to offer us thoughts that help us to feel those feelings. All you need to do is reframe. Nope, pressure is not my desired feeling. I need to reframe. I need to pause. I can take that 5.5 second breath in. And 5.5 second breath out. And I can look into what I believe about my family. Now, beliefs are different than thoughts. Beliefs are things that feel true deep in your core. So you might have a core belief about your family that we are all unique. Notice how that's not just a fleeting thought on the top of your brain. It's actually something that you believe to be true. You might have a core belief that each person here has their own story that's leading them to their current choices. You might have a core belief that each human is important. You might have a core belief that they are learning through making mistakes just like me. You might have a core belief about your family that you love them despite their differences. Notice how core beliefs are something that you can believe no matter how someone around you is acting or words they are saying. Now, core beliefs can lead you into those thoughts that create your feelings, right? And those core beliefs might lead you to thoughts like, I want to get to know their point of view. Or, I am going to consciously choose to be a listener right now. Or, wow, this person in front of me has been through a lot. Or, I think they need someone to just love them right now. Those thoughts create a feeling in my body. When I think I choose to be a listener right now, I feel connected to the person in front of me. When I think they have been through a lot, I feel connected to the person in front of me. And remember, these thoughts are coming from that deep heart space when you put your hand on your heart and you breathed in and you found a core belief that we are each important here. Or the core belief of we are all unique. These core beliefs help us to have thoughts that are more in line with who we are. It's like magic. You can feel connected. You can feel connected with a person who is saying words that you just don't agree with. You can feel connected with your children even when they're fighting right in front of you. No, your vacation was not perfect. That's okay. We don't need a perfect vacation, but we do desire to feel emotions of connection and love on our vacation, rather than those feelings of anger and frustration. And that is totally and completely available to you. So instead of going into this weekend or this party or this upcoming vacation with a desired outcome, I would love to suggest to you instead to spend some time and figure out what feeling you are desiring. What feeling are you hoping to have on this vacation? What feeling do you want to be prevalent in your body? Once you recognize the feeling that you are desiring, you can go in to finding those beliefs that fuel the thoughts that feed your feelings. I promise you can do this. I just walked you through it in less than 15 minutes. I know that you can go out into your future things that you might be dreading. That's a feeling. Dreading is a feeling. And instead, enter those events in your life with a desired feeling of connection or love or whatever it is that you want to create. I know that you can do this, my friend. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to go to my website and sign up for Freedom Friday emails. If this resonated with you today, I want you to do two things. Go to my website and set up a completely free consult. We can talk one-on-one. We can figure out what areas of your life you want to zoom in on and really figure out what emotions are fueling you today. And second, I would love you to share this podcast with a friend. If it resonated with you, it will definitely help them too. I'll see you soon, friends.